Okay, so we are starting our class on fundamentals of philosophy and logic. And this is bachelor's degree, Bachelor of Arts in Business Administration, major Hotel and Tourism Management. So the students are enrolling on this class. Some students, not all the students, as an elective course. And to some students, it's just like a general course. The question, as we have been asking in this class, what concerns philosophy, what concerns logic with business administration. In our previous videos, students have been able to answer this basic question, and they collectively agree that in business administration, in business management, philosophy and logic is very, very important. So today we are going to talk about what is fallacy. What is fallacy? A fallacy is an error in reasoning or logic that undermines the validity of an argument. Fallacies can be either formal, due to a flaw in logical structure, or informal, due to content or context. So I would like students to tell me, each and every one of them, what do they understand by the word fallacy? And let me start with who? Wiki. So Wiki, how can you explain that concept, that term, fallacy? In your own simple understanding, what does that mean?
I think it's an argument in like it's an argument in the quotation, but it has an error reasoning.
Error in reasoning?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. How about you? So,
I understand it's like missteps or errors in the reasoning, and that would make the false conclusion.
wow. Okay, next.
It's a mistake in reasoning that will make your argument incorrect or like weak.
The mistake, an argument that will make your
arguments
argument
weak or incorrect.
or incorrect. Okay.
So I think a fallacy is a trick or error in argument that can lead to false conclusions.
That could lead to false
Conclusions.
conclusion. Wonderful.
So you're talking about the fallacy that I learned about the fallacy is that the person who never agree on the point sometime, if there is a right thing, they want to make more argument there, and they want to fight for it. There is no reason to do that, but that is the meaning of fallacy. There are so many people who doesn't have a logic. Sometimes they are right, but sometimes they want to make that wrong. Sometimes they are wrong, but they want to make that right. That is the fallacy that I.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, time.
I think that it is like the people believe it is true, but in fact it is false because it's based on the incorrect information.
Okay,
Yeah.
wonderful. Okay, so as you have seen it there from my own slide, fallacy is an error in reasoning or logic that undermines the validity of an argument. Fallacies can be either formal, due to a flaw in a logical structure, or informal due to content or context. You see, it is not just that someone said something reasonably, but how. First premise, second premise, and conclusion. So let's now move to types of fallacy. Are you ready? So that probably that will enable us to understand it clearly. So we start types of fallacy. Number one, ad hominem. Ad hominem. You know what I mean? Ad hominem. Attacking the person instead of the argument. Savage says something. I started attacking him, attacking his clothes, attacking his appearance, and I left the argument, the point he's making.
No logic.
So I just started attacking the fact that
You don't know the thing, what it actually you want to tell, but you want to attack.
Yeah. Yeah, probably because you don't know how to face it.
How to face it.
And then you started attacking the person.
Because you don't have a reason, you don't have an actual thing how you can define it.
Exactly. That is what we call ad hominem. Attacking the person instead of the argument, instead of the point, instead of the reason, instead of the logic. You are attacking the person. Oh, he's from Nepal. Oh, he's from Nigeria. Oh, he's from Myanmar. That is not the point. The point, there's an argument. Talk about the argument. Oh, yesterday he was looking at me as if he was jealous of my clothes or jealous of my grades because I got A. That is not the argument. Concentrate on the argument and not attacking the person or whatever reason you might choose to attack the person. Is irrelevant at this point. If you continue with that, that is called ad hominem. Attacking the person. Attacking the person. There's another argument, I didn't put it there, is that to hope, and you too. Someone made a point in the class and then
In debate.
you now left the point and said that
Like someone
because he was late and you were late, so instead of looking at the argument, instead of talking about the because he was late too. So, but then let's get here to avoid confusion. Ad hominem, attacking the person instead of the argument. You can't trust Jane's opinion on climate change. She isn't a scientist. So Jane's opinion on climate change might be the best. Talk about climate change. But now you see, he left it and started talking whether he's a scientist or not. Okay, now I would like you to give me, do you understand this particular fallacy, ad hominem? Okay, if you understand it, I would like you to give me examples. Example of your own ad hominem. Fallacy of ad hominem. Who will start first? Ad hominem, your own example.
My example is like saying, how can you argue for equal rights when you have been divorced twice?
Again. Attacking the person instead of the argument.
The argument, yes. How can you argue for equal rights when you have been divorced twice?
How can you
Argue for equal rights
for equal rights when you have divorced
twice?
You see that? The argument is about what? Equal rights. And then he left the argument and started to attack the person and telling him, shut up, you have divorced twice. You don't have the moral right to tell us about equal rights. You see that? Leaving the argument and attacking the person. Leaving the argument and attacking the person. How can you argue about equal rights when you have divorced twice? What has it to do with the argument? He was attacking the fact that the person married twice. Therefore, he shouldn't talk about equal rights. But the argument is just face the argument. The argument is about equal rights. Make your own point about equal right. Make your own suggestions about equal right. Make your own contribution about equal right. You can, yes, you give your own reason. You cannot just tell somebody, shut up because you have married wife. Shut up because I saw you fighting yesterday. That is what we call ad hominem, fallacy, error in logic, error in reasoning, equal right. Face the equal right. Don't attack the person. That's the point. We are talking about human rights. And then you now left the issue we're talking about, started to attack the person. That is fallacy. Okay, next example is coming from Poe, right? Yes. Okay.
My example is how can you trust your opinion on your paperwork? She's not a professor.
again.
How can you trust her opinion on your paperwork? She's not a professor.
He's not a professor. Then how can you trust whatever he says? So he must be a professor before you listen to him or her. You see that? But does it work that way? Many professors don't know anything. Many professors, they need to learn. Many professors, they need to understand students too. Many professors need to understand life. But there are students who are not yet professors, but they have a very sound view of life. So being a professor is not a reason why someone should not make his or her own contributions or opinion. So attacking the person instead of the argument is called ad hominem. Ad hominem. Okay, next example.
So let's say like two people having debate about their opinion on like therapy, and one says like you can trust her opinion on therapy. She is in therapy herself.
She isn't.
She is like taking therapy herself.
Oh, again, repeat that example. Very wonderful example.
Let's say two people are debating about therapy.
Okay, two people are debating about therapy.
But one says like you can trust her opinion in therapy, like when she is in therapy herself.
Okay, you cannot trust whatever he said because he's already receiving therapy.
Yeah.
So you see, but they are talking about therapy, probably how important therapy is, probably how needful, how beneficial therapy could be. But then one of the person now said, no, don't listen to this particular person because he's already receiving a therapy. You see that? He left the argument, started attacking the situation and position of the other person. Wow. Wonderful. Okay. Example of ad hominem, attacking the person instead of the argument. This is fallacy. And fallacy is error in reasoning. Fallacy is error in an argument. Fallacy is a mistake. Is a weak stand.
Somebody tell me to eat vegetable for your good health, but he is not a doctor.
Someone suggested that he takes vegetables, probably fruits and vegetables, and then you don't want to take it because he's not a doctor. How can he just give an advice when he's not a doctor? You see, that is a wonderful example. Okay, next, ad hominem.
Okay. It's like in the meeting room and someone is giving advice, but somebody say like don't listen to his or her advice because he or she is being late to the meeting room.
Okay, he was late to the meeting room, therefore don't listen to anything he says. You left the argument, you left the point, and started attacking the person. Excuse me.
You can't possibly be a good father because you are the unfaithful in your marriage life.
Did you get this one? You cannot be a good father. Don't tell me anything about fatherhood. Don't tell
Yeah.
me anything about parenthood because
You are unfaithful in your
because
marriage.
you're unfaithful in your marriage. You
Yeah.
jump around from one lady to another,
Yeah.
or you jump around from one man to
Yeah.
another man. Therefore, shut up.
Shut up. Yeah. You don't need to teach.
You don't need to teach.
Yeah.
You don't need to tell us about fatherhood, about parenthood, about family. You see, he left the argument and started attacking the life of the person. What do we call that? Ad hominem. It's a Latin word. Ad hominem. Ad hominem. Attacking the person instead of the argument. Attacking the person instead of the argument. Attacking the person instead of the argument. What is it called? Fallacy of ad hominem. Fallacy of ad hominem. Okay, we move on. There are so many fallacies anyway, but we just selected few. The next one is straw man. Straw man fallacy. Fallacy of straw man. Straw man. Straw man. Straw man. Misinterpreting someone's argument to make it easier to attack. Misinterpreting someone's argument to make it easier to attack. You misinterpreted somebody said something. You left what he said and brought in what he never said. But the intention you did that is not to make the person weak so that you will attack the person. And you left the argument he is trying to make. And you brought in something that is really relevant.
That is sometimes intentionally or unintentionally also.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes when you make
Look at the example then. Senator Smith wants to reduce military spending. Clearly, he wants to leave us defenseless. You left you did not even look at his reasons and why there is need to reduce military spending. Maybe he wants to channel the money to educational sector, or maybe he wants to channel the money to health sector because the society, many people are falling sick. You didn't listen to what he said. Hey, he wants us to remain defenseless. That is a straw man argument, straw man fallacy. Misrepresenting someone's argument to make it easier to attack. Misrepresenting someone's argument to make it easier to attack the person. That is a straw man argument. Sometimes politicians are very good at this.
Yeah, whatever they said, they actually said the opposite of that.
Yeah, because of party interest.
Yeah. They wanna make the people towards them. They want to engage them towards their parties.
Yeah, exactly.
They're
To vote
making
for them.
agendas, they're making propagandas, whatever he is. The another party is saying another thing, they are making the opposite of that the thing. Like they said something we will give you. They said no, they're talking about this.
Exactly.
This is not for you. They're not doing for you, and they like that.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That is correct. Mostly politicians.
I love politics.
Straw man's argument means misrepresenting someone's argument to make it easier to attack the person. We see that in the village meetings, we see that in the community meetings, we see that in various meetings, and most importantly among the politicians.
This is the main thing when you see, if you are looking in your country or our country or other, there are political parties. When they are in the government, they are doing also same. That is also the misrepresentative. When they are in a government, they are not doing anything for the public. When they go down, they don't have a government. They again talk about this rubbish.
Exactly.
That is the thing which I don't like about this politics. That is the misrepresentative.
Exactly. Straw man's argument. Misrepresenting someone's argument to make it easier to attack the person. Who will give us example? Where do we start? Okay. Another example of straw man's argument.
My example is When discussing about public transportation, someone say you want to increase funding for public transportations, so you think everyone should just ride the bus and not not drive at all.
Again.
So you want to increase funding for public transportations,
So you want to increase funding for public transportation.
That means you think everyone should just ride the bus,
That means you think everyone
should just
should just ride the bus
and not drive at all.
and not drive. It's in a straw man's argument, misrepresenting someone's argument, misrepresenting someone's idea, misrepresenting someone's opinion, misrepresenting someone's contribution, just to make it easier for you to attack the person. Wonderful.
I think this one is on the politics.
Okay, next example of straw man's argument.
Let's say the mother said like, let's reduce the take of junk food, and so she wants the children to starve.
The mother suggested that children should stop junk food.
Reduce junk food. So
Yeah, reduce the eating of junk food. Then the attack was just that because you want to starve the children. Straw man's argument, misrepresenting someone's argument to make it easier to attack the person. That is a fallacy. In an argument, that is a fallacy in logic, called straw man's argument.
My example is like, so you want to increase, get the funding from funding for hospitals, so you can take away all of them.
Again.
Like you say, like, so you want to increase the fund, so you can take away all of them from
You
the
want to increase the fund so that you can steal it.
Yeah, you can steal it from them.
You want to increase the fund so that you can steal it and make use of yourself. Okay, straw man's argument is misrepresenting someone's argument to make it easier to attack the person. This is dangerous. This is fallacy. Because the person made a point, you're supposed to look at the point, supposed to put it up, critically look at what he said. But you did not. Rather, you misrepresented, twisted what the person said in order to fit it into your narrative. Okay?
We should spend our money on education. So you think we should cut off all our money to from other?
Again.
We should spend our money to our education, more money to our education. So do you think we should cut off like defense spending?
Okay, you should put all the money into education. You should put the money, all the money into education. Then,
And you think we should cut off spending on other?
because okay, you think we should stop spending on others because you want us to put all the money into education. Okay, let's move on. Ben, do you have any example of a straw man's argument? Misrepresenting someone's argument to make it easier to attack the person.
Okay, like a person says he want to focus on the renewable energy, but someone thinks that like he want to stop using all the fossil fuels and leave people without energy.
Again.
And someone says like we should focus on using renewable energy, but he thinks that he will stop all the usings of all the fossil fuels and leave people without energy using energy.
Wow. Okay. Savit,
So one
straw man's argument is misrepresenting someone's argument to make it easier to attack the person. Can you give us an example?
So example is like that. If I tell you tomorrow we have this festival, so you said that, Sanji, we don't have that festival. We don't celebrate it, but that I take in a wrong way, that you are not respecting my culture, or that is also misrepresentative.
Okay. Okay, so I hope all of you understood this one very clearly. Straw man's argument. Misrepresenting someone's argument in order to have a ground to attack the person. Do you still remember number one? Do you still remember number one? Ad hominem. What is it?
Attacking the person instead of
Very good. I'm very glad you guys are remembering, because that's the most important thing in this class, to remember it all the time. Interestingly, we all get involved in one form of fallacy or another. Okay, so now let's get to number three. This is appeal to ignorance, argumentum ad ignorantia. Appeal to ignorance, argumentum ad ignorantiam. Claiming something is true because it hasn't been proven false. Claiming something is true because it hasn't been proven false. Example, no one has proven that aliens do not exist, so they must be real. No one has proven that aliens don't exist, so they must be real. Appeal to ignorance. This is a fallacy. Claiming something is true because it hasn't been proven to be false. Appeal to ignorance. Let me give you time to think very well for this one, because this one is very, very tactful, technical. Appeal to ignorance. Okay, so example, appeal to ignorance. Remember, is claiming something is true because it has not been proven false. That is a fallacy. That is an error in logic.
My example is no one has proven that unicorns doesn't exist, so they must be roaming around somewhere.
Can you repeat that?
No one has proven that unicorns don't exist, so they must be roaming around somewhere.
That's a wonderful example. Okay, next.
My example is, since there's no evidence that our phone isn't spying on us, therefore it must be true that our phone is spying us.
Again.
Since no evidence that our phone isn't spying on us, therefore it must be true that
Okay,
it's
since there's
spying.
no evidence that our phone is not spying on us, therefore it must be true. Okay, wonderful.
My one is, since no one has proven that ghosts are real, so they probably in the room with us.
This is wonderful example. So again.
So no one has proven that ghosts are real. So
No one has proven.
that ghosts are real.
No one has proven that
But
ghosts.
and they are not
No
real.
one has proven that ghosts are not real.
So
Therefore, even in this classroom, where we are, there are so many ghosts studying with us.
probably.
Okay. Pen, do you know there's a ghost sitting with you there? Savit, how many ghosts are surrounding you right there? Okay, Wiki.
No one has proven that car can fly because they just invented their invented are not success yet.
Again.
No one has proven that a car can fly
No one has proven that car can fly
because they are invented not success yet.
Again?
They are invented, not success,
The
not successful yet.
Okay, there's no success that the car can fly. Therefore, it cannot fly. Is that what you mean? Again, repeat your statement so that I get it clearly.
No one has proven that car can fly.
No one has proven that car can fly. Therefore, it cannot.
Cannot because
no one has proven.
yes, because the inventor not successful.
Okay, inventors have not been successful about that.
Yeah.
Okay. Appeal to ignorance. Okay. Argumentum ad ignorantiam.
We haven't discovered every species on Earth. But maybe it's possible dragon exists.
Dragon.
Yeah.
Again. Oh, you have not seen dragon before?
Yeah. No.
Have you not seen dragon?
Yeah.
Okay, come
Yeah.
on with your argument again.
Yeah. We haven't discovered every species on Earth.
We
but
have not discovered
every species
every species
on Earth.
on Earth.
Yeah. But it's possible maybe dragon ones exist.
It is possible that dragon once existed.
Yeah.
Because no one has proven that. Okay.
So the example for the appeal to ignorance is, if I tell something to you, okay, you said give me the proof, but I don't have that much of proof to show you, but you need to believe it. That is the right thing, and that is the appeal to ignorance. Yeah. Sometimes
Appeal to ignorance. Claiming something
Yeah,
is true
true.
because it hasn't been
proof.
proven
You don't have
false.
evidence of that. You don't have anything to clarify it. You just
Therefore, you
believe.
believe.
Yeah, you need to believe it.
So, which means that is fallacy.
False. Yeah.
Appeal to ignorance. Okay, do you guys get this clearly?
Yes.
Okay, look at the example there. No one has proven that aliens don't exist. Therefore, they must be real. Okay, let's move on. Provided you're understanding what is fallacy, error in an argument, weak logic, a logic that is very weak, logic that is mistaken. So, number 4 is what? False dilemma. Presenting two options as the only possibilities when others exist. Presenting two options as the only possibilities when others exist. There are so many possibilities, but you just presented only two and used it to make a statement and used it to make a conclusion. But there are so many other possibilities.
Maybe sometimes that the point what you do give the two options. Maybe that also not good.
That's why it's saying that false dilemma.
Yeah.
You created it by yourself because there are so many options.
Yeah.
There are so many places you can get the information, but you chose to
only two.
stay with only these two and then think there's no other possibilities. Guys, are you there? Do you understand this? Are you with other examples, or do we give you some time to think about it? Okay, so let's start with Professor Tui.
My example is like, if you don't support my plan to adopt a dog, if you hate animals.
Then you hate animals.
Yes.
False dilemma. If you don't support my plan to adopt animal,
You hate animals.
you hate animals. Okay, let's move on.
My example is like you can either drink coffee or become a zombie.
Either you drink coffee or you become a zombie. Because even if you don't drink coffee, there are other options, but you just limited it to either coffee or zombie. So that is false dilemma. You created confusion, you created a dilemma when there is none. You framed it by yourself because there are so many options. Okay, continue.
My one is like, you either come with us to go out or you're not friend with us anymore.
Okay, either you come with us to go out or you are no longer friends with us. So you limited the friendship to going out.
Yeah.
You see? Created a dilemma when there is none.
Work for your life or being homeless.
Work, work for your life
Or being homeless.
or become homeless. So if you don't work, then you become homeless. So, but even if you don't work, you should have a family that will take care of your friend that will take care of you. But then you decided to think that it's a dilemma by either you work or you become homeless. Wow. False dilemma, false dichotomy means is a fallacy in argument. It's a type of fallacy because in this particular fallacy, you are presenting two options as the only possibilities when there are so many other options. Okay, fine.
Um, okay. You you either love the modern art or you or you have no appreciation for creativity.
Could you repeat it so that I will understand exactly
Okay.
the fallacy?
You either love modern art or you
Either
love modern art. Modern art. The art. Modern.
modern.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Love.
either you left modern earth
Yeah. Or you have no appreciation for creativity.
or you don't have no appreciation for
Creativity.
creativity.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
All right, Savage. The example of false dilemma. Don't forget, it is a dilemma not because it's supposed to be, but you limited your options to only two, making it look as if
Be my
there is
friend
no other option.
or
But
be
there
my
are many
enemy.
options. Huh?
Be my friend or be my enemy.
Be my friend or
Be
be
my
my enemy.
That's the true option.
Either you are my friend or you are my enemy. Wow. So everybody in the world will be your friend, or otherwise they are your enemy. Okay, false dilemma. Do you guys get that?
Yes.
Okay, we'll move on. Number 5, slippery slope. Slippery slope. Arguing that a small first step will inevitably lead to a chain of related events. Most times a negative. Arguing that a small first step will inevitably lead to a chain of related events. For example, if we allow students to redo the assignments, soon they will expect to redo all their tests. This is assignment, redo assignment. Something must have prompted it for that particular day, for that particular assignment, not all the assignment. But in this case, this slippery slope will make it look as if all the assignments. You were late. You didn't come to class today because you are sick. Therefore, all my classes, you will be coming, you will have excuse not to come. Slippery slope. Arguing that a small first step will inevitably lead to a chain of related events. A small first step. Arguing that a small first step will inevitably lead to a chain of related events. Just one thing, because of that, you think that that particular thing will continue to affect every other thing. Look at the example there. If we allow students to redo the assignments, Soon they will expect to redo all their tests. Is it related? It's not. Because that particular assignment will like them to do, maybe something happened, that particular assignment. That should not be viewed as if students, if you allow them to do that, then they will be, they take excuse for other things. Do you have any example, or do I give you time to think about examples?
We have.
You have examples? Okay. Professor Tweed.
My example is if we allow students to use calculators, soon they won't even know how to add or subtract.
If we allow the student to use calculator, sooner or later, they will no longer know how to add
Or
or
subtract.
subtract. You see that? That is called slippery slope fallacy. Because allowing students to use a calculator does not mean that they will not know how to add or subtract or divide or multiply. But probably maybe there may have been a reason that we should allow them to use a calculator for this particular situation. So, but this kind of fallacy, we'd like to tell you that if you allow them, they will now stop knowing how to add, how to subtract, how to do other mathematical activities. So that is the slippery slope. Okay.
If the parents let the kids skip one chore, soon they will not do anything at all and become lazy adults.
Again.
If the parents let their kids skip a chore, they will not do nothing at all and become lazy adults.
Yeah, if the parents allow their kids
To skip one
to skip one tour,
housework,
housework, then
they will not do anything at all.
they will not do anything again in life. They become
become
lazy.
lazy.
That is slippery slope. Slippery slope is arguing that a small first step will inevitably lead to the chain of related events, which is often negative. And I gave an example here, and you guys are giving me wonderful examples as well. So let's get to so.
If we let them drink this wine, they will end up like alcoholics.
If we allow them to drink this wine,
This one time, they will end up being alcoholic.
okay, if we allow them to drink this wine, they will end up being alcoholic. That is fallacy. Okay.
If we kind people on every situation, they were not able to respect on every situation.
If we are kind to people in every situation, they will stop respecting us.
Yes.
Wonderful. Pen.
If we give children if we give student to a little more holidays, and they will think soon they will expect a month holiday.
Okay, if we give students just little holidays, they will start expecting holidays all the time.
If you don't pass tomorrow, it might affect your GPA. Then you cannot go in good college for your studies.
Again.
If you don't pass tomorrow exam, it might affect your GPA, which in turn might impact your chances of going to a good college.
But is it correct for slippery slope?
I don't.
Because that could be correct.
Yeah.
Because
But-
some schools they can require
Yeah, they
pattern
can
GPA.
take it. Yeah.
And if you get a lower GPA, you might not enroll in that school. So that particular argument is correct, but I don't think it's slippery slope. Do you have another thing to make it slippery
Okay.
slope?
If you have a grant deadline extension for a student who take personal time off, you will have to grant them for non-emergency reasons like vacation. Eventually, deadline won't be anything.
Again, repeat it again.
If you grant deadline extensions
If you grant deadline extensions
for students who take personal time off,
for the student who take personal time off,
you will have to grant them non-emergency reasons like vacation. Eventually, deadlines won't mean anything.
okay, this one sounds a little bit closer. Okay, so do you guys get slippery slope? Do you still remember number one?
Yes.
What's the number one fallacy?
Ad hominem.
Ad hominem means attacking the person, the character of the person, and not the argument. Second one is what?
Straw man.
Straw man's argument, meaning what?
Misrepresenting someone's argument to make the arguments easier to.
Misrepresenting someone's argument in order to create a situation to attack. Number three,
Appear to ignorance.
appeal to ignorance, okay, because something has not been proven, therefore,
We need to believe it.
yeah, what's the next one?
False dilemma. False dilemma.
False dilemma, what does that mean?
Offering only two choices.
Yeah, there are so many other choices, but you just limited it to two. You created a dilemma when there is none. Okay, what's the next one? Slippery slope. What's the meaning?
We forget the extra man.
There's a straw man argument.
Yeah.
We already used.
We said that's the second one. So the fifth one is slippery slope, arguing that a small first step will inevitably lead to a chain of related events. You get that?
Yes.
Okay, do we continue? Number six, secular reasoning, begging the question. The conclusion is included in the premise. I am trustworthy because I can be trusted. Who is that is trusting you? Therefore, you can be trusted. I am trustworthy because I am trusted. Begging the question. Do you need example? Do you need time to think about the example of begging the question? I give you time.
No.
Okay, let me give you time to think about begging the question. Okay. Okay, so example of secular reasoning, begging the question. Begging the question, example of this kind of fallacy.
My example for circular reasoning is, you should trust my advice because I give the best advice.
You should trust my advice because I give the best advice. Circular reasoning is a fallacy. The conclusion is included in the premise. Example, I'm trustworthy because I can be trusted. And another example, you can listen to my advice because
I give the best advice.
I give the best advice. Okay, next, another example.
I am financially stable because I manage my money well.
Right? I'm financially stable because I manage my money well. Wow. Next.
New treatment method is effective because it works well on the patients.
You are what?
The new treatment method is
The new treatment.
treatment is good because it works well for patient.
Because it works well for patients. Okay.
Reading is important because it's valuable.
Reading is very important because
It's valuable.
it's very useful,
Valuable. Valuable.
valuable. Reading is very important because it's valuable. What makes it secularism? The conclusion is included in the premise. Reading is very important because it is valuable. Why do you think is secular reasoning or begging the question?
It's true. If you read the book,
Mm.
you have more experience and you will be very able.
But then what makes it fallacy? If reason is valuable and you read, then where is the fallacy? I've been thinking about that. Okay, you?
I believe in my opinion because I'm right.
I believe in my opinion because
I'm right.
I'm right. Wow, Savik.
Repeating the claim, like if you are repeating the same thing, you are claiming the thing that is wrong also, sometimes.
So where is the secular reasoning? Where is the example from you?
Example is like the evidence used to support the claim is just a repetition of the claim itself. For the example, the president of the United States state is a good leader because they are the leader of this country. That is the reason.
Okay. Now, do you understand this one? Begging the question. Okay. The next one is hasty generalization, making a broad conclusion based on a small sample. Making a broad conclusion based on a small sample. My neighbor is rude, therefore all people from his town must be rude. Wiki is rude, therefore all Myanmar students are rude. Savage is rude, therefore all students from Nepal are all rude. You get that? Paul is very intelligent, therefore all Myanmar students are very intelligent. Pine came late today, therefore all Myanmar students are latecomers. You see that? Hasty generalization, making a broad conclusion based on a small sample. You have had a relationship with an African student and the relationship did not work, therefore all African students are not good. Do you understand that? Hasty generalization. My neighbor is rude, therefore all people from his town must be rude. Okay. Okay, example.
Example,
Another example.
I have met two people in Thailand and they were both nice to me, so all the people are
All
good in
Thai people are
Thailand.
nice.
Good. Yeah.
This is a positive dimension. Okay. Hasty generalization.
My friend smoked for 30 years and never got sick, so smoking isn't bad for your health.
Okay, my friend smoked for 30 years, but he never fell sick.
Yeah.
Therefore, smoking is
Isn't-
good. It's
yeah.
not bad for your health. Wow. Because of your friend. Therefore, everybody should be smoking. Wow, that is very good example. Hasty generalization.
My friend in America drinks alcohol, so everybody must be an alcoholic.
From America. My friend in America drinks alcohol, therefore all Americans are alcoholic. Wow.
She is a bad person, so her friends must be bad person too.
Yeah, he's a very bad person. Therefore, all the people relating with her or him, they are all bad. Okay. Din, 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 din.
Mercedes is expensive, therefore all the Mercedes car must be expensive.
Again.
Mercedes is expensive.
Your CD is
Mercedes.
expensive. Huh?
Mercedes car.
Oh, Mercedes car
Yeah.
is
It's
expensive.
expensive.
Therefore,
all the Mercedes car must be expensive.
is it not correct? Of course, Mercedes is always expensive, is it not? So where is the hasty generalization? You have to look for another example.
So I'm a DJ, so therefore all my friends around me must be a DJ.
You are
A DJ.
a DJ, therefore all the Myanmar students must be DJ. Uh-huh.
Around me must be DJ.
Yeah, you're a DJ and you're from Myanmar, therefore all Myanmar students must be DJs. Uh-huh.
A professor of CN University from business department is very bad. Therefore, all the professor from the business department is really bad.
Wow. Professors from business administration department. I mean,
The
what? It should be what? Huh? Of course, no. So one professor from business administration is bad. Therefore, all of them are bad, including myself. Correct. That's a nice example. Professors in business administration department. I mean, Mr. Okafor is bad and is from business administration department. Therefore, all the professors from business administration department are bad. Correct. That is an example of hasty generalization. Making a broad conclusion based on a small sample using one person. For example, Tui is a student from Hotel and Tourism Management and she's very intelligent. Therefore, all the students from Hotel and Tourism Management in Siam University are all intelligent. You see that?
Tui?
Yeah, hasty generalization, fallacy.
I never seen her nowadays.
Okay, that's why it's fallacy. Okay, example.
I just give you.
Oh, you have done your own. Okay, so do you understand hasty generalization, right? All Pine is a Myanmar student. He smiles all the time. Therefore, all Myanmar students are people who smile. Yes. Oh, that is why it is hasty generalization. Do you get the point? That's why it's not, it's a wrong logic, it's invalid, is weak, is an error. It is a mistake in reasoning. Okay, look at this particular fallacy, red herring, introducing an irrelevant topic to distract from original issue. Irrelevant topic. You bring in an irrelevant thing to distract yourself from original issue. Why worry about climate change when there are so many homeless people in our city? Red herring. Okay, I think of an example. Provide an example. Red herring is a fallacy, is an error, is a mistake in reasoning. It's all about introducing an irrelevant topic to distract from the original issue. Introducing an irrelevant topic to distract from the original issue. Are you ready for example?
Yes.
Okay, go on.
My example is why should we focus on renewable energy when there are so many people starving in the world?
Very good. Very good. Why should we focus on renewable energy when there are so many poor people suffering, starving?
Starving in the world.
Yeah. And that is introducing an irrelevant topic to distract from the original issue. You are talking about renewable energy, and that should be the point. And we should look at it critically. But this person did not look at it critically. He just left it and To argue, why are we talking about when people are suffering, when people are starving, when people are poor? You see? He's trying to introduce an irrelevant topic to distract from the original issue, which is renewable energy. He now brought irrelevant topic, which is when people are starving. Of course, there may be a day or time to talk about starving and talk about poverty, talk about that situation. But in that particular argument, the point is about renewable energy, right? So you have to talk about renewable energy critically, examine it, investigate it, how the society or community will be better if it is applied. But this particular person did not focus on that. He tried to bring in something else to distract from the original issue. Okay, next example.
Why why do we need to worry about pollution when there's a new building around here?
Why should we worry about pollution
When there's a new mall building around here?
when there is a new mall building around here? Huh? New what?
Mall.
Mall. The mall.
MALL.
MALL. The mall, shopping mall.
Yes.
That is correct. Okay, next.
Why would I sorry? Why would I want to donate other when my children are starving?
Why
Why should I worry about others when my children are starving?
Why should I worry about others when my children are starving? What was the topic of worrying about others? There should be a topic. That's why it is a red herring.
Like being home,
Introducing an irrelevant topic to distract from the original issue.
like natural disasters,
Okay, there is
earthquake,
an
or
agreement. There is an argument on natural disaster, and then you are saying, "Why should I be paying attention here when my children are starving?" Okay, it looks better now. Wiki, do you have anyone? Red herring. Anyone in your head? Okay.
Um, if you think our survey is very slow, but have you ever heard that the new coffee shops is open at downtown?
Again,
You think our service is very slow?
our service is
It's
very slow.
But have you ever heard about the new coffee shops is open in downtown?
If you think our service is very low, have you ever heard about the new
Coffee shop,
coffee shop? Coffee shop.
yeah, open in
Probably
downtown.
they were fighting there.
Yeah.
They were both. Okay, that makes it very herring. Why worry about climate change when there are so many homeless people in our city? Red herring, introducing an irrelevant topic to distract from the original issue. Example.
An argument might mention employee benefit to distract from the main point that salary won't be raised.
Again.
An argument might mention employee benefits to distract from the main point that salary won't be raised. Like
Okay.
sometimes you don't have a salary and
Okay, so do you guys, you got it? Let's go back again. Number one, do you remember the number one fallacy of what? Number one, ad hominem, which means attacking the person instead of the argument. Number two, strawman argument,
Misrepresenting
what someone said in order to create a ground to launch your attack. Number three,
appear to ignorance.
appeal to ignorance, meaning what?
Something is true because it isn't proven.
Okay, very good. Number four,
False dilemma. Presenting only two choices while there are more options.
yeah, so many options, but you just chose two. Okay, number five,
Slippery slope.
slippery slope.
Arguing that one small action will lead to a major
Yeah,
outcome.
just using one thing to think that will cause the other thing, but they are not related actually. Number 6,
Circular reasoning.
circular reasoning is what?
Repeating the point without proving it.
Repeating.
Repeating the point without arguing.
Okay. Savit is talking. Okay, number 7. Number 7.
Hasty generalization.
Hasty generalization. What is it?
Making conclusion based on little evidence.
Very good. Number 8.
Red herring.
Savit is really feeling hungry. We're about to finish. Red herring.
Introducing an irrelevant topic to distract from the original.
Okay, so that's fallacy. Okay, let's rush because Savit is about to collapse because he said he's feeling hungry. I'm also feeling hungry anyway. Appeal to authority. Assuming a claim is true because a perceived authority endorses it. Because the teacher said, therefore it's correct. Because the professor said, therefore it's correct. Even in this school, you know, there are so many professors who are sick mentally. There are so many students who are sick mentally. We're in the world, we are not perfect, but then it is not correct because somebody is an authority, therefore he knows everything. That is wrong. So appeal to an authority. Because this person said, this celebrity said this, therefore, celebrity X says this diet works, so it must be effective. Dr. Mandel said this is perfect, therefore it must be perfect. Wow, that is fallacy. Meaning, assuming a claim is true because a perceived authority endorses it. Argumentum ad veracundiam. Argumentum ad veracundiam. This is Latin word. Appeal to authority. This is correct because Dr. Bunkert said. This is correct because Dr. Emmanuel said. Or this is correct because President said. No, it's not. It shouldn't be like that. There should be a critical look over it. If you believe in that, because authority says something, it must be correct without looking at it, whether it's really correct or not, then you are involved in this appeal to authority fallacy. Hello? Okay, so you get that one?
Yes.
Then the final one. Post hoc ergo propter hoc. Assuming that because one event follows another, the first caused the second. Because one event follows the other, the first caused the second. Do you need time to think about the example?
No.
Have you got the example already?
Yes.
Okay. Because one thing leads, because assuming that one event follows another, the first caused the second. After the new mayor took office, crime rates went down. The new mayor must be responsible for this. That is a fallacy. Post hoc ergo propter hoc. Hello? Don't forget there are so many fallacies. There are so many types of fallacies. We just selected only these 10. So you can't limit yourself with these 10. You can also do the research and get some of them. So can you give us examples of post hoc ergo propter hoc fallacy?
My example is I won my lucky socks and then I won the game, so my socks caused the win.
Wow. And after the new mayor took office, crime rates went down. The new mayor must be responsible for this. You wore your socks.
Yes, lucky socks.
And then you won the game.
Yes.
Therefore, it's because of the socks.
Yes.
Okay. Another example.
My example is also similar. I wear my lucky charm and I won the lottery, so the lucky charm must be the reason.
Okay, I won the lucky charm and I went for a debate and I won the debate. Therefore, it is because of my lucky charm.
After she moved in, our stuff went missing, so she must be responsible for this.
Oh, wonderful.
I quit smoke and then I can run more mine than before.
Again.
I quit smoke and then I can run more miles than before.
So, which means you can now run more miles because you quit smoking. Wow. Okay.
Um,
My friend.
My business started make more money after I changed my decoration. So the decoration man has attract more customer.
Wow. Again, please.
My business started giving more money, earning more money after I changed my decoration. So the decoration must have attract customer, more customer.
Your business
Started make more money.
started making more money.
Yeah, after changing the decoration of my business.
Therefore, the cost is because of the change.
Yeah.
Okay. Savit.
Yesterday I eat KFC, then my stomach is paining. Now I assuming that KFC is not good for.
Again.
Yesterday I ate the KFC chicken. Then after suddenly my stomach is paining. That I assume that KFC is not good.
Okay, you assume that KFC is not good. Your examples are somehow. Okay, so this conclusion. Understanding understanding these fallacies can help in elevating arguments critically and strengthen your own reasoning. So, don't forget there are so many other forms and types or kinds of fallacy. So many fallacies out there. Even the more you talk about fallacy, the more you are fallacious. The more you try to be perfect about it, the more you see yourself falling into them. Okay. So now I would like to hear from you. What's the summary of your today's? What did you learn today about class? And I want you to tell me how that connects to your faculty. What did you learn today, and how would you connect it to your faculty? Take your mic.
So from today's lessons, I got to know more about fallacies and the meaning of it, and many types of fallacies. So I think I can use this in the future in my workplace to make a reasonable how do I say reasonable arguments and arguments and like sorry, yes. I say more correctly. I can point more things with when I talk with other.
Wonderful.
Today I know about what fallacies are and the different types of fallacies, and in as a hotel and tourism student in the future, I might be able to detect false advertising for the hotels and markets.
Today, I learned about different types of fallacies, and I think I can apply those in workspace by having the awareness of that.
Today I learned about different type of fallacy, and I think it might it might help for me, useful for me.
Actually, I have no idea right now. uh, but I got a lot of knowledge, but I don't know. I still don't know how to apply for the future career. I'm still thinking. Thank you.
Okay, so Savit.
So whatever we learn about today, that are in our life, that happen in our life, first of all, and then I understand that whatever happening in our life, that is a fallacy that we doing in a sometime, you talking about the types of the fallacy that are in our daily life, sometime there is ad hominem, there is strum, and these are the point that in our life, that daily basis we use it. Sometimes we talk about there is ghost, the like example we're giving there. She give the example, there is a ghost, but we don't believe it, but there is that. And these are the things that happen in our life, but today
Yeah.
I learned from this class that these are the things that are the fallacy, that are there, they have the names, they are the characterized by from the fallacy that I learned from this class.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, so thank you very much for today's class.
Thank you, sir.
Remember, you have to wait so that you sign your names, so that you will not be absent when you were present. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Can I stop this video now?